Hello there. So the Fallout series has launched, and that of course has brought quite a lot of new players into all of the Fallout games, and in particular 76. So if you're new to 76, welcome. You'll find it's actually a seriously awesome community, but to the point of the video, tips and tricks, let's get into it. So starting things off with settings, while Bethesda may lack a lot of general setting options for their games when it comes to settings for things in the game, they definitely got you covered. So go through the settings sections, you can find a lot of useful options here. If you don't like the power armor HUD, you can turn it off. You can turn your backpack visibility on and off, stuff like muzzle flash effects, explosions, camera shake, if you want to reject shared perk cards from team members, even to the grenades you target in VATS, corpse looting, there's plenty here, so go through the sections and customize it to how you like it. Speaking of customization, you can also rename your items, including things like power armor chassis, which makes managing them, especially when you have multiple sets, way easier. If you have a lot of items in your Pip-Boy menus, especially after you've been playing a while, you can scroll through the Pip-Boy faster if you hold Shift or Control. Control is faster than Shift. If you prefer the power armor Pip-Boy view, you can have that. Even if you're not in power armor, just hit the view button and it'll change that to that Pip-Boy view HUD instead, which is quicker and avoids the animation. Now you do have first person and third person view in 76, but what it doesn't tell you is you can actually change third person slightly. So in the third person view, at least on PC, if you hold down the scroll wheel and drag in and out, you can actually change the distance of your third person camera. Pretty cool little feature there. Now this one is definitely for the new players. Your camp has a visibility option. By default it's hidden, so if you want people to potentially show up at your camp and buy items you may be selling, then you're going to need to change that to visible. But hey, if you don't want anyone to find your camp, then just leave it hidden. And on the note of new players, if you find yourself riddled with diseases, there's a fountain at the White Springs, the sulfur fountain. It'll cure your diseases when you drink from it, so you don't need to find antibiotics or asymptomatic. Just be careful, there's usually an enemy here that seems to claim ownership of the fountain, so drink and run away if need be. You can ignore PvP if you want to. Literally in the settings section, just make sure you turn on pacifist mode and you will never initiate PvP. Now there's one exception to this. In workshops, PvP is enabled by default regardless of your settings, so you can be attacked in a workshop area, and if you have pacifist mode on, well, you're not going to be doing any damage back, so just keep that in mind. There are some players out there that literally just go for workshop attacks. They took nuclear winter away from us, so they need to get their fix somewhere. But generally you'll be fine, but just do know that you can be attacked by other players in a workshop area. Now there are free item boxes at the train stations throughout Appalachia where players can put items into them with the intended purpose of it being for new players, so check them out, see what free goodies you can find inside and take what you need, but just maybe be nice and don't take 10 of the same plan. You technically only need one of each plan. And also if you see a higher level player seemingly trying to run you over or emoting or shooting at your feet, they more than likely just want to drop stuff for you. So again, wholesome community, don't run away in fear. There are a bunch of free fast travel points around the map. Crater up north, Fort Atlas is more central, the White Springs and Foundation further down in the south. The Rusty Pick over in the Ash Heap region is also another free spot, so grab these as soon as you can so you can have them available for when you need them. A lot of these will also give you the option of traveling to the interior or exterior of the location, because yes, you can fast travel from indoor locations in 76. And also another tip, if you do join public teams, you can fast travel to your teammates' camps for free. So if you are looking for specific spots around the map that you just don't have and they're pretty far away from where you are, check the public teams. Maybe one of them has a camp in that area and then you can fast travel there for free. Or if there's no space on the team, you can still fast travel to those camps for a couple caps. Cosmetic skins do serve a purpose beyond just, cosmetics. If you apply a skin to a weapon or an armor piece, it can save you from accidentally dropping it or scripting it or selling it. Since it has that skin applied to it, it'll give you a pop-up warning. So anything you dearly love, try to get a skin for it. It can save you. You have your quick wheel. Now you can also put armor pieces on here as well, so you can quickly change through different sets. If you have a chest piece with a jetpack and then a chest piece without a jetpack, you can hot swap between them pretty nicely. Even power armor pieces, you can put on the quick wheel, and you can also use your repair kits from the quick wheel as well, so you don't need to go into your Pip-Boy and open up the weapon or armor piece and then apply or use the repair kits. And let's end it off with a VATS tip. When you fill up your VATS critical meter, you of course can press spacebar to activate the critical shot, and a lot of players will, you know, spam spacebar or try and press it at the right time, and you'll know what happens. You do the awkward kind of jump thing and you leave VATS and then you have to re-enter. To avoid this, you can just hold that button down. So hold spacebar down, it'll activate your crits whenever they are available, and you know, you won't have that awkward jump animation ruining your fight. But hopefully some of these helps you out, and if any of them did, then hey, hit that like button, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.